Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Jonna Martinez, and today I'm going to show you how I crochet this super cute Santa baby hat. In this video, I will be crocheting the 0 to 3 month size, but if you are interested in a larger size, please check out the description box below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and remember to hit that subscribe button and the bell if you like what you see. Now let's get started. Here I have printed off the pattern and chosen my yarn, red, white, yellow, and black. You will also need an I 5.5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, a pom-pom maker or a ready-made pom-pom, and a flexible tape measure. Then last but not least, you must have a yarn needle to sew in all your ends and of course attach your applique. After gathering your materials, you want to check your gauge. This is where we make a small sample and then measure it to make sure that our tension and stitches are the same as the pattern writer. Row 1, create a slip knot and chain 14. 1, 2, 3. Continue until you have 14 and then we will meet back up. Next we want to double crochet into the 4th chain from hook. 2, 4. To double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the 4th chain, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. And then we're going to simply double crochet in each of the remaining chains. At the end, counting that first chain right here at the beginning, you should have 12 double crochet. Row 2 through 6, begin with a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work, and we're not going to be double crocheting into this very first space because this chain 3 counts as our first double crochet. So the next space we want to double crochet into is this one right here. So yarn over and do a double crochet, and then simply place a double crochet all the way across for, again, a total of 12 double crochet. You're going to do 2 through 6, and at the end we can measure our work. At the end of the row, make sure to double crochet into the very top of your chain 3s for your last double crochet. Then of course chain 3 and turn to begin the next round. When you have a total of 6 rows, we can stop and measure to make sure that our work measures 4 inches by 4 inches. Here's my sample all finished, and as you see, it is 4 inches wide and 4 inches tall. If your work does not come out 4 inches by 4 inches, you just need to adjust your hook size. So either go up if your work is very much smaller than 4 inches, and go down a hook size if your work is larger than 4 by 4 inches. Now to begin your Santa baby hat in size 0 to 3 months, you want to first create a magic ring. And to do that, I usually just make a big open knot at the end of my yarn. And then holding the knot and the tail, you want to insert your hook into the ring, grab your yarn and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're then going to place 9 double crochet into the ring. This chain 3 at the beginning will always count as our first double crochet. So we'll have a total of 10 double crochet into our magic ring. To do a double crochet again, we're going to be yarning over, insert your hook into the ring, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Continue in this fashion until you have 9 double crochet, 10 counting the chain 3 at the beginning. Here is what my work looks like before I close the ring. So from here, you want to close the ring. I just place my hook down, and then I take the tail of that knot, place it to the back of the work, and then through the center, I just pull up that tail, and then this front yarn right here, I just pull on until it's closed, pull the tail, and now it's permanently closed. Then you want to insert your hook again into your working loop there. Slip stitch into the top of your chain 3. So insert your hook, grab your yarn, and pull it through, and then through the loop on your hook. Round 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and double crochet 1 into each stitch all the way around. At the end of this round, you should have 10 double crochet. At the end of each round, you want to slip stitch to the top of your chain 3. Now rounds 3 through 8 are all going to be a repeat of the round we just did, which is round 2. So it's just simply chaining 3 and double crocheting into each stitch all the way around. At the end of each round, slip stitch to join, and to begin round 9, I will meet back up with you. Here is my work after the first 8 rows are complete, and double crochet are very easy to count because they make these lines. So 2, 4, 6, 8. And then to begin round 9, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet into the first 2 stitches. It's 1, 2, and then 2 double crochet into the following stitch, so an increase. And then we're going to repeat this all the way around. So double crochet into the next 2 stitches, increase into the following stitch. At the end of round 9, you should have 13 double crochet. Round 10 and 11, chain 3, and place 1 double crochet into each stitch all the way around. So 13 double crochet for 2 rows, 10 and 11. Then for round 12, I will meet back up with you for the next step. To begin round 12, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and double crochet into the first 2 stitches. Then 2 double crochet into the following stitch for our increase. And then we're going to repeat this around. So double crochet into the next 2 stitches and increase into the following stitch. At the end of round 12, you should have 17 double crochet. To begin round 13, you want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then place a double crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to increase into the following stitch. So 2 double crochet into the following stitch. Now we're going to begin a repeat. So you're going to double crochet into the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, and increase into the following stitch. So 2 double crochet into the same stitch. And now you're going to repeat that for the remaining stitches. So double crochet into the next 2 stitches and increase into the following stitch. At the end of this round, you should have 22 double crochet. To begin round 14, you want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Double crochet into the next 2 stitches and 2 double crochet into the following stitch. So the same as before. We're going to do 2 double crochet and increase into the following stitch. And this we will repeat for all of the remaining stitches. So double crochet into the next 2 stitches, increase into the following stitch. At the end of round 14, you should have 29 double crochet. To begin round 15, chain 3, double crochet into next 3 stitches, and increase into the following stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and then place 2 double crochet into the following stitch for an increase. 1, 2. So we're going to repeat this all the way around. 3 double crochet into each stitch, 1, 2, 3, and increase into the following stitch. At the end of round 15, you should have 36 double crochet. At the end of round 15, slip stitch and then fasten off your yarn and join the black yarn. To begin round 16, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. You're going to double crochet into each stitch all the way around. So we should have a total of 36 double crochet. Round 17 is going to be a repeat of round 16. So just 1 double crochet into each stitch all the way around. At the end of round 17, you want to fasten off and then join your red yarn to begin round 18. Round 18 is again a repeat of round 16, so just 1 double crochet into each stitch all the way around. At the end, you will have 36 double crochet. At the end of round 18, go ahead and fasten off and join your white yarn. To begin round 19, chain 2. This will count as our very first half double crochet. You're then going to half double crochet into each stitch all the way around. To half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. And we're just going to continue this all the way around. At the end, I'll meet back up with you for the next step. At the end of round 19, you want to slip stitch to the very top of your first chain 2. Now to begin round 20, chain 2, 1, 2. This is going to count as our very first half double crochet. The next stitch is going to be a half double crochet front post. To do a half double crochet front post, yarn over, and we're going to grab the post of the stitch, which is right down here, not the top of the stitch. You're going to go from one side to the other, grabbing that post, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops for the half double crochet. We're going to half double crochet the next stitch, yarn over, insert your hook on the top of the stitch, and half double crochet. And then half double crochet front post the next stitch. We're going to repeat in this fashion all the way around. Half double crochet front post, half double crochet front post. At the end, I'll meet back up with you and we can finish our hat. At the end of round 20, just slip stitch to join and fasten off. Now the last thing we have to do for our hat is, of course, attach a pom-pom and make a small buckle. To start the small buckle, you want to chain 12. So of course here I am just making a slip stitch, inserting my hook, and chaining 12. Once I've done that, I'll meet back up with you. Then slip stitch to your first chain to form a ring. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 will count as our first half double crochet and a chain 1. We're then going to half double crochet into the same stitch that we slip stitched into. So yarning over, inserting my hook, grabbing my yarn and pulling up a loop, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. Then half double crochet in the next 2 chains. 1, 2. Then into this following chain, we're going to half double crochet, chain 1, and half double crochet into the same stitch. So far we have our chain at the beginning, then a half double crochet into the same stitch, half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then the following stitch is a half double crochet, chain 1, and half double crochet into the same stitch. Now we're going to repeat that. So half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1 or chains, 2, then half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet into the following stitch. Half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet into the same stitch. half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, then half double crochet, chain 1, and half double crochet into the following stitch. To complete your buckle, you want to half double crochet into the last 2 stitches. 1, 2, and of course that stitch is the stitch that we chained up from. So we're just going to slip stitch to the top of this chain 2. 1, 2. And there we have our little buckle. So every time we did a half double crochet, chain 1, that was kind of the corners, and it made it a little bit square. Fasten off with a long tail, so you can sew it onto the center and front of your hat. If you make your own pom-pom, you want to make sure it has 2 long tails so that you can attach it to your hat. And what I did was I just took my hat like this, and I used my crochet hook. I went from one side of the hat and grabbed one of the tails, pulled it through, and then the other tail, I went through the same place on the other side and grabbed the other tail and pulled that through. Then I just pulled it tight a little bit, and then directly underneath the pom-pom, I just crisscrossed those tails, went to the other side, and then just gave it a tie. Then you can snip off the excess tail, and your pom-pom is all attached. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to share the YouTube link with your friends, like this video, leave me a comment and tell me what you think, and of course hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Have a lovely crochet day, and I hope to see you again in my next tutorial. Bye!